Alright guys, this is remember before on my machine I only had these top two rails, but now I got the third one on because of that plate we made. I showed you cutting out. This is the plate. It holds the bearings for the gantry. Let me see if I can get a picture of the back of it. So yeah, there's a picture of the back of it. So the only thing I forgot was I forgot to put the center holes in so I can adjust the bearings. So I went ahead and done the center holes by hand. But yeah, all them holes came out. The whole adapter plate come out good. So now I've got three of them, and I couldn't find a good way to mount this. I was just going to drill it and put bolts and have it be removable, but this bar is in the way of getting a drill in there. And then this is a C channel, so it's got a channel on each side, so I can't get it from the back, and there's just no good way to drill it. So I think I'm gonna, well, I got two good clamps on this side and only got one for that side, so I'm gonna get two more clamps. So I can put two good clamps on that side, and then later on I'll use a CNC to make a custom clamp system for it. But for now I'm just going to use C clamps. I mean, these are on there stronger than any of my stepper motors could do. And now I can really wiggle this, and there's no movement when it's down far. And that was my problem, because this thing goes up and down so far. It goes up and down a little over 300 millimeters. And so when it's sticking down that far without this lower rail, I can grab the spindle and get a little wiggle out of it. But now with this on here, there's no wiggle when it's down that far. So it's working for what I wanted it for, but I'm gonna have to make some custom clamp things for it. But I'll just use C clamps for now. I mean, these are on here strong. So yeah, you get to see what that plate is that I cut out for it. It went pretty sweet, because this plate I cut out by hand and did all by hand, and the holes weren't aligned properly, so I had to waller out the holes, and it was a big ordeal. It was nice being able to just cut this out on CNC. And then now I've got my flood coolant system. That's the pump I got in the mail, and it just squirts the coolant instead of having air in a mister system. So and then I've been playing with these webcams. I got two webcams. Once I get my 3D printer back up and going, I'm in the middle of working on it. Then I'll 3D print some brackets for the webcams, and I'm going to have one stationary webcam and one that's on some servos, and I can make it tilt and pan and everything by remote. Because this is getting a door on the front with no window. I'm not even messing with the window. I'm just doing it all with webcams, two webcams. And I've got some, let me see if I can find it. This clear shit to keep the webcams from getting splashed. And yeah, it'll be all done by camera. No window on the door or anything, but I want this soundproofing box to get finished up and sealed off to cut down the sound so I don't piss off my neighbors. But yeah, third rail's on, and our bracket's pretty good. Obviously I can only go up this far, so this thing is actually, I wanted it to be adjustable so I can move it up if I need to go up farther, or I can remove it completely if I need to go up, that far. So, it's support if I can use it, and if I'm up too high for it, I don't really need that support. So, yeah, that's what that plate was for. Alright, guys, later.